सुप्रभातं, गुड मॉर्निंग। अद्य नवमकक्षायाः सप्तमः पाठः अस्ति तरवे नमोस्तु। तरवे नमोस्तु। अत्र पश्यतु, तरवे, सी द वर्ड हियर, तरु शब्दः अस्ति। तरु इज लाइक साधु शब्दः, उकारान्त पुल्लिङ्ग शब्दः। साधुः साधु साधवः, तरुः तरु तरवः। तरवे, तरवे चतुर्थी विभक्तिः अस्ति। नमोस्तु, डिवाइड द संधि, नमः प्लस अस्तु। तरवे नमः प्लस अस्तु. So let us salute the trees. The lesson talks about various trees, their uses, and how we are inseparable from nature. Human beings cannot exist without a clean environment. That is the intention or objective of this lesson. So let us see the lesson. Here you have beautiful 7 shlokas, sapta shlokaah santi, each having profound meaning. So let's start. Keep your notebook ready, keep your textbook ready. So any hard word or sandhi or paryaya, viloma, anything you can write, note down in your book. प्रथमः श्लोकः, छायामन्यस्य कुर्वन्ति तिष्ठन्ति स्वयमातपे फलान्यपि परार्थाय वृक्षाः सत्पुरुषा इव. This is the shloka. Turn the page of Anvaya. As I already told you, shlokas are written in a jumbled form. They follow a mathematical formula named chandas or meters. To understand the shloka better, we write it in a sentence form. That is called as Anvaya. So, see the Anvaya. It is there in your textbook. छायाम् अन्यस्य कृते कुर्वन्ति स्वयम् आतपे तिष्ठन्ति तेषां फलानि अपि परार्थाय भवन्ति अतः वृक्षाः सत्पुरुषाः इव सन्ति. So it talks about the greatness of trees. अन्यस्य छायां कुर्वन्ति. So look at the tree. Very simple shloka. It describes what is the life of a tree, how a tree lives. Chayam, chaya, shade. Anyasya krite kurvanti. So they stand in the sun. Swayam atape tishtanti. So look at the sentence. Swayam, on their own. Atape, atapaha, sunlight. Tishtanti. They stand in the sunlight. And their shade. Chayam, anyasya krite. Anyaha, others. For others. Any other creature. Other humans. Other creatures. Their shade is not for themselves. It is for others. So look at the greatness here. Taking the hardships to self and giving goodness to other. Swayam atape tishtanti tesham phalani api. Phalani, fruits. Pararthaya bhavanti. Para plus arthaya, for others. Arthaya, for, para, others. So have you ever seen any tree eating its own fruit? Any mango tree plucking its own fruit and eating? No, right? Never a tree eats its own fruits. Always the fruits are for others, for birds, humans, animals, and millions of insects that live on trees. So look at the tree. It stands in the sun, gives shade to others. Its fruits also for others, not for the self. Ataha, therefore, vrikshaha satpurushaha iva santi. So therefore, the trees are like, iva is like, iva avyaya asti, like, it is like, sat purushaha, noble people. So a tree is like a noble person. Why this comparison? Because even the noble persons among humans, they dedicate their life for others. They never eat the fruit of their life, means the earnings or the name, fame, whatever they get. They never enjoy themselves. They dedicate it for humankind, for others. So trees are like noble people. So this is one quality we need to learn from the tree. Look at the shloka. There are 2 words, joined words. Chayam plus anyasya. You can note down. Swayam plus atape. And there is a sandhi, phalanyapi. Can you divide? Phalani plus api. E plus a. So it gives yan sandhi, ya, extra ya comes. Phalanyapi. Pararthaya. Para plus arthaya. अ प्लस् अ सवर्णदीर्घसन्धिः अस्ति परार्थाय. सत्पुरुषाः प्लस् इव विसर्गलोपसन्धिः अस्ति. विसर्ग disappears because there is e swara next. E swara next. Our tongue cannot pronounce both. So visarga disappears. Satpurushaha plus iva. So that is the essence of the shloka. Dedicate your life for others like a tree. इदानीं द्वितीयः श्लोकः. अहो एषां वरं जन्म सर्वप्राण्युपजीवनं धन्या महीरुहायेभ्यो निराशा यान्ति नार्थिनः. अन्वयं पश्यन्तु. Look at the अन्वय. अहो एषां सर्वप्राणि उपजीवनं जन्म वरं महीरुहाः धन्याः येभ्यः अर्थिनः निराशाः न यान्ति. So poet who is writing a shloka on tree says like aho is OMG, oh my god, like he's surprised by the qualities of a tree. So aho, oh my god. Esham sarva prani upajivanam janma varam. Esham, of these, here these are the trees. Sarva prani, of all creatures. Sarva, all prani creatures, all the living things on the earth. Prani upajivanam. So jivanam is life, upajivanam is supporting life. So they support every creature on this earth. So janma the birth. Varam shreshtham, no down, varam great, shreshtham paryayapadam asti shreshtham. So the tree's life is really great because it supports the life of others. Everyone lives their own life. There is nothing great. Every creature born on the earth starts breathing as soon as it is born. Then eating, sleeping, walking, sleep, everything happens. But who supports others' life? Their life is great. Janma varam mahiruhaha dhanyaha. So note down here, mahiruhaha, vrikshaha, it is a synonym, paryayapada. Mahiruhaha is equal to vrikshaha, tree. Dhanyaha, blessed. So the trees are blessed. Yebhyaha, by whom, from whom. Arthinaha nirashaha nayanti. So why the trees are blessed? Because yebhyaha, from them, anybody goes to a tree. Arthinaha, note down here, arthin shabda, arthi, arthinau, arthinaha, like gunin, guni, guninau, guninaha. Arthinaha, needy people. Arthi is a person who is in need. Arthinaha, needy people. Nirashaha nayanti. Nirashaha, hopeless. Asha, opposite word is nirasha, hopelessness. So any needy person going to a tree will never come back empty-handed or hopeless. Nirashaha na yanti. So see here, yanti gachanti. Yadhatu, gamdhatu, paryayapada. Yanti means gachanti, going. So na yanti, they never go back empty-handed or without hope. Because tree gives at least one thing. Even if there are no fruits or no other things, the shade is one everybody can get freely, right? We have all experienced it. Whenever we are tired, whenever we are walking, we look for a tree to walk under. Or if we are riding a vehicle and if we want to park, immediately we look for a tree. Can I park my vehicle under a tree so that my vehicle stays safe, right? So tree gives at least shade or at least a breeze. If not anything, cool breeze. If there are trees around, we get cool breeze, right? If not even the cool breeze, at least happiness for our eyes. When just look out of your window. If there is a tree with green leaves, you feel good. Our eyes feel cool, right? So trees are blessed because any needy person going to a tree never comes back empty-handed or without hope. So look at the sandhis. Sarvapranyupajivanam. So sarvaprani plus upajivanam. Again yan sandhi here. Dhanyaha plus mahiruhaha. There are two sandhis. Dhanyaha plus mahiruhaha. Visarga lopa. Visarga disappears. Mahiruhaha plus yebhyaha. Again, Visarga disappears. Visarga lopaha. Narthinaha. Na plus arthinaha. Dirgha sandhi, savarna dirgha sandhi. Another sandhi here. Nirashaha plus yanti. Visarga disappears. Visarga lopaha asti. There is two paryaya padas. Mahiruhaha, vrikshaha, yanti, gachanti. So you can note down all these things. Idanim tritiyah shlokaha, third shloka of the lesson. Patra pushpa phalachhaya moola valkaladharubhihi gandha niryasa bhasmasthi tokmai kaman vitanvate. Turn to the Anvaya page. So, here the poet talks about the things that we get from trees. So, I think you don't need a shloka for this because all of us have experienced this. So, it is very relevant to our life. Every day we use these things in our life. So, it is easy for you to understand. See, Anvaya, patra leaves. All of us use the leaves of the trees, right? Banana leaf. In some part of India, people have food on it's used as a plate, biodegradable plate, right? Then tulasi leaves or mango leaves on various auspicious days we decorate our house, right? House is incomplete without mango trees. Or the leaf of leaf of beetle leaves which people eat. So there are various leaves that we use. Pushpa, I don't have to explain. Pushpam asti, flower. Flowers definitely we need for various purposes. Phala, fruits. All of us enjoy fruits. Chaya, I think enough has been told. Chaya is shade. All of us enjoy the shade of the tree. Moola is roots. Root of the tree is very useful. It is used as vegetables, many roots like carrots, potatoes. These kind of roots are used in our food. And other than that also, many roots are used as herbs, medicines also. Valkala is bark of the tree. Bark of the tree is very much useful in many type of industries also. And in olden days, people used to make cloths by processing the bark of the tree. Valkala, darubhihi. Daru is log of wood. I don't have to explain it. I think I'm sitting on a chair and I'm keeping my book on a table which is made up of wood, log of wood. Every furniture, every house, everything has wood in it. So darubhihi, by. Darubhihi is tritiya vibhakti, by these things. Next, not only this, see the next line. Gandha is fragrance. So many trees, their piece of the tree, we use it for fragrance. One thing I can say is sandalwood paste, or even the smell, aroma of sandalwood is sufficient for us, right? So this is one example. There are many other. Gandha, niryasa. Niryasa is gum of the tree. So tree gum is very essential for our life. One example I can give is a rubber tree. The gum of the tree is collected, it is processed, and various type of things are made out of that rubber, maybe tires or any other use of rubber. And do you know that hing that we use, asafoetida, it is one gum of a tree, so which is grown mostly in the desert part of the world. So that is the use of the gum of the tree, gandha niryasa. And other uses are there, medicinal uses of gum of the trees. Bhasma is ash. So even after burning, see, the tree's life is so useful. Even after burning a tree, that the ash we get is a good manure for our fields, for our plants. And you might have seen, we use it as medicine also, bhasma. Then asthi tokmaihi. Asthi is coal. So the trees which are there in the soil for millions of years become coal, and coal is a good fuel, you all know. Before the electricity or the solar energy was, use of the solar energy was discovered, coal was widely used all over the world as fuel. So the asthi is coal. Tokma is skin of the tree. So something like the cinnamon or the chakke we say. We use for palav and other kind of delicacies. So skin of the tree is also useful. So the every part of the tree which I have mentioned, asthi tokmaihi, by them, kaman vitanvate, kamaha desires. So desires of the creatures, not only humans, all these things are used by other creatures also. Kaman vitanvate, vitanvate to satisfy. So tree satisfy the desires of creatures by all these things. So shouldn't we feel fortunate that there are trees around us, and really a birth of the tree, the life of a tree is really blessed because each and every part of the tree is useful and it completely dedicates its life for others. So if you see the shloka, there is one sandhi, bhasmasthi, bhasma plus asthi, bhasmasthi, dirgha sandhi. There are no other sandhis which are major sandhis which are found in this shloka. इदानीमस्ति चतुर्थः श्लोकः. आम्र यद्यपि गता दिवसास्थे पुष्पसौरभफलप्रचुरा ये हन्त सम्प्रति तथापि जनानां छाययैव दलयस्यति तापम्. So this shloka is written in a different type of chandas or the mathematical formula. That is why you are not able to read it like other shlokas. So the number of alphabets are more in this shloka. So this shloka talks about Amra Vrikshaha. Amra, all of you know, the mango tree. Turn to Anvaya. Hey Amra. So the poet talks with the tree. So poet is talking with tree and appreciating. Hey Amra, oh mango tree. Amra, mango tree. Yadyapi te divasaha gataha. So you might have observed mango tree at certain part of the year, it is full of fresh leaves and flowers. And then it is full of fruits, mangoes. It is not that throughout the year the mango tree gives us fruit. Only a limited number of months, limited number of days I can say. And other time it gives something else. So yadyapi, even though, yadi plus api, even though, te divasaha gataha, divasaha days, te divasaha tava divasaha, your days. Your days are gone. Gataha, gone. Oh, what kind of days are gone? Ye, which pushpa saurabha phala prachuraha asan. Yeah, some part of the year you were full of pushpa, flowers, saurabha, fragrance, phala, fruits. Prachuraha, prachuraha adhikaha, full of. You were full of these things for some days. Now those days are gone. You might have observed during spring season. I can say from January to May or June, around 6 months. Mango tree is full of these things. Fresh leaves, flowers, then good fragrance, and finally the fruits. Hanta, Hanta again, oh my God. So the poet is feeling bad. Those days are gone. But tathapi, tatha plus api, even then, those days are gone. Still, even then, samprati, now, present, at present, jananam atitapam chayaya eva dalayasi. But mango tree, you have not stopped serving people. Still you are serving people. How? Janana, peoples, ati tapam, tapaha, heat. Ati tapaha is like heavy heat, heavy sunlight, sunburn. So, ati tapam chayaya eva dalayasi, just by giving shade, chaya shade, chayaya eva, just by giving shade, dalayasi, to satisfy, to quench, to stop. You are giving happiness to people, you are giving shade to people so that they feel good. They can protect themselves from the sunlight and its negative effects. So even those days, the rich days of having fruits and flowers are gone. You have not stopped serving humanity. You are still serving people or creatures by your cool shade. So, oh mango tree, your life is great. That is the intention of poet. See the shloka. Yadyapi. Note down. Yadi plus api. Divasaste. Divide. Divasaha plus te. Visarga sandhi. Visarga sattva sandhi. Have you observed? Extra sa appears when visarga disappears. Prachuraha plus ye. Prachuraha ye. Visarga disappears. Tathapi. Tatha plus api. Chayayaiva. Chayaya plus eva. Vriddhi sandhi asti. Chayaya plus eva. Dalayasyati tapam. Dalayasi plus atitapam. Yan sandhi asti. If you see the paryayapada, prachuraha, adhikaha, note down. Plenty, more, abundant. Prachuraha means plenty. Samprati, adhuna, now. I think these are the two words. Idanim asti panchamah shlokaha. Let us see the fifth shloka. Moolam bhujangaihi shikharam plavangaihi shakha vihangaihi kusumani bhringaihi nastyeva tachandana padapasya yannashritam satvabharaihi samantat. So see the Anvaya. Hope you have understood which tree we are talking about. Chandana padapaha. Chandana, sandalwood. So bhujangaihi moolam ashritam. So it talks about sandalwood tree. How every part, every surrounding of the tree is useful here. So bhujangaihi moolam. Moola already you have understood in third shloka. Moolam, the roots, the base. Bhujangaihi ashritam. Bhujangaha sarpaha or the snakes. So reptiles generally they prefer the sandalwood tree because the coolness that it gives. They always look for some cool shaded places. So generally the lower part or the roots of the trees are taken shelter. Note down here ashritam, taken shelter by the reptiles, the snakes. Bhujangaha, snakes. Plavangaihi shikharam. Plavangaha vanaraha. The monkeys. Monkeys generally use sandalwood tree to jump to other tree. So it's a middle height tree. It's not a very huge tree or very small also. Somewhat in middle height. So plavangaha vanaraha. The monkeys. Shikharam ashritam. Shikharam, the top portion, peak portion of the tree. Vihangaihi shakhaha. Vihangaha, pakshi, khagaha, the birds. So by them, shakhaha. Shakhaha, branches. They sit on the branches of the sandalwood tree and they have food, they eat insects or they do other things or they build a nest, this kind of thing. Ashritaha. Bhringaihi kusumani. Bhringaha, bhramaraha, the bees. Kusumani ashritani. Kusumani pushpani, the flowers. Ashritani, they sit on the flowers of the sandalwood tree and they collect nectar. Ashritani. Chandana padapasya, of sandalwood tree. Tat na eva asti yat. There is not a single part which is not being used of this sandalwood tree. Na asti, it is not there. That. Samantat satvabharaihi na ashritam. Samantat, around a tree. Satvabharaihi. Note down please. Satvabharaihi pranibhihi. By creatures. Satvabhara is creatures. Na ashritam. Not taken shelter. So there is no part of the tree not being taken shelter. Means every part of the tree is taken shelter by some creature. Every part is useful of this sandalwood tree. And all of you know, once the sandalwood tree is fully grown, human beings cut the tree and use it for commercial purpose because sandalwood is such a precious, expensive tree, I can say. If you sell in the market, it fetches you money also. So look at the life of sandalwood tree. It is the most useful tree, I can say. So this shloka has more paryaya padani. So note down in your notebooks. Bhujangaha, sarpaha, snake. प्लवङ्गः वानरः monkey, विहङ्गः bird खगः, कुसुमं पुष्पं flower, भृङ्गः भ्रमरः bee, सत्त्वभरः प्राणी or animal, samantat paritah around. If you see the sandhi, nastyeva, nasti plus eva, end sandhi. Tat chandana padapa, tat plus chandana padapa, chutva. So this is about this shloka. इदानीम् अस्ति षष्ठः श्लोकः, सिक्स्थ श्लोक. निम्ब त्वदीयकटुता यदिदाहहन्त्री गायन्तु मूढ मनुजास्तव दोषगाथाः तप्तास्त एव तपनोपमपित्ततापैः गास्यन्ति मित्रवर तावकगीतकानि. Nimba. So, poet talks with neem tree. Never get confused. In some of our languages, nimbu is for lemon. But actually, nimba in Sanskrit is neem tree. Nimbaha, neem tree. Nimba, oh neem tree. Poet is talking with the tree. Tvadiya katuta yadi dahahantri asti. Tvadiya, yours. Katuta, katuta, bitterness. Hope all of you know the leaves of the neem tree or even that small fruit it has. It is extremely bitter in nature, right? Every part of neem tree, I can say, if you taste it, it's bitter in nature. The bitterness, yadi dahahantri asti, dahahantri, daham hanti iti. It kills the thirst of human beings. So that internal thirst, or sometimes when we suffer from acidity, that type of thirst we get. We always feel like I'm feeling thirsty, and whatever amount of water you drink, it is not, you won't feel good, right? That is the acidic, whenever the acidity increases in our body. So daha hantri, it quenches the thirst. So it is a medicine for that acidity. The 1 spoon of bitter juice of neem leaves actually can quench the thirst, means it can balance the acidic content in our body and we feel good. Yadi, if the bitterness of your leaves kills the thirst in our body, daha hantri asti, kills the thirst, daha, thirst, hantri, killer. Moodha manujaha tava dosha gathaha gayantu. But we humans, we always look for sweet taste, right? None of us like that bitter taste of neem. Hope most of in your houses during Yugadi festival, we eat neem leaves with jaggery, right? And most of you will not appreciate, you just eat it, right? Or you just gulp it. So, moodha manujaha, moorkha manujaha, the foolish people, foolish humans. Tava dosha gathaha gayantu, yours dosha gathaha, like stories of bad, stories of criticism. Doshaha is mistake. So people just criticize neem tree. Oh, what kind of taste is this? Yeah, it is a medicine, but why should we have this bitter medicine? But actually it is good for our health. But people always talk about bad about neem tree. Mitravara, but once the acidity feeling goes from our body, same neem tree human beings call like Mitravara. See, change of addressing the tree. Oh my dear friend, Mitravara, dearest friend. Tapana upama pitta tapaihi taptaha te eva janaha tavaka gitakani gasyanti. So, tapana upama, tapanaha suryaha, sun. Upama, like the sun, the heat, acidity heat in our body is as good as like hot sunlight. Like the sun, pitta tapaihi, pitta tapaha is acidity, effect of acidity. Taptaha, dukkhitaha, troubled. When humans are troubled by that heat inside, Te eva janaha, same people who were criticizing the neem tree, same people. Tavaka Geetakani. Geetakani is the appreciating songs. The songs of criticism just disappear and people just start appreciating. Oh, neem tree is so good. Neem tree's juice is good. Neem tree's leaves are good. Right? Every possible way humans appreciate the neem tree. Geetakani Gayanti. So, using neem tree, poet gives a good message. Have you ever observed? The people who are very helpful in our life, who give us good advice, maybe they are little harsh with their words, or they're not so pleasant with their behavior, and we just criticize them, right? And after we realize, after many years we realize, oh, those people were good, then we start appreciating them. Especially happens with teachers and parents. Students normally don't like teachers' advices, or parents, whenever they try to bring them in right path, children don't like. But after once children are grown up, they realize, oh, my parents were good, my teachers were good. Same thing happens with neem tree. So through neem tree, one of the human behavior poet explains. So try to identify goodness in people, just don't go by outer looks. Look at the inner meaning of the words. Just don't criticize the words. See, such a good message poet gives through the uses of neem tree. So here, Mudha Manujastava. Note down here, Manujaha plus Tava. Tapanopama, Tapana plus Upama. These are the two sandhis. Mudha Murkha, Paryayapada. Manujaha Manushyaha, Paryayapada. I think this is about it. इदानीम् अस्ति सप्तमः श्लोकः. धत्ते भरं कुसुमपत्रफलावलीनां घर्मव्यथां वहति शीतभवामृजं च यः सर्वमर्पयति चान्यसुखस्य हेतोः तस्मै वदान्यगुरवे तरवे नमोस्तु. So have you observed? Last two words of this shloka are the heading of your lesson. So see the Anvaya here. So whatever poets want to say in other shlokas, it's one comprehensive idea here in this shloka. Everything is included in this shloka. So yaha kusuma patra phala avalina bharam dhatte. Have you seen the tree? How much weight that tree carries? If you individually see the weight of fruits or the leaves or the flowers, it's like quite heavy. And tree always stands. Tree can never sit, right? It always stands firmly carrying all that thing. So poet says, yaha, the one. Kusuma, flowers. Patra, leaves. Phala, fruits. Avalinam, avali, rose. Rows of fruits, flowers and leaves. Bharam, dhatte, bharam, bharam, weight. Weight of the all these things. Dhatte, dhatte, dharati or carries. O tree, you are carrying the weight of all these things. Avali is rows. Rows and rows of things are there on the tree. Gharma vyatham, shita bhavam, rujam cha vahati. Carrying all these things, what does tree do? Gharma vyatham. Gharma is heat. Tapaha. Gharma vyatha, the troubles of the heat. Next, shita bhavam. Shita is cold. Once again, the trouble of the cold, the feeling of the cold. Rujam. Rujam rogam. The sickness. Cha vahati. So tree removes these three things from our life. If you stand under the tree during a hot sunny day, you feel cool. The karma vyatha is the trouble of the heat. So we feel very cool. Next, in the strong winters, just try standing under a tree. You feel warm. Shita bhavam vahati. It takes away the cool effect also. You feel really warm. Okay. Next, rujam. Some of the trees are meant to remove the sickness or tiredness from our body. because they emit highest amount of oxygen, or the good vibes, positive things. So they remove the sickness also. Or just go to a garden and sit under the tree. We feel good, right? We feel that our fatigue or the tiredness has gone because it removes the sickness from our body. Cha vahati, vahati takes away. Yaha anya sukhasya hetoho sarvam arpayati. So anya sukha for others' joy. Hetoho karanam. For the reason of others, sarvam arpayati. Arpayati offers. A tree offers everything that it can give, not for self, for others' happiness. Tasmai, for that, vadanya gurave. Vadanyaha shresthaha. No down. Vadanyaha, noble, great. Gurave, guruhu, the one meaning is teacher. Guruhu is any great person. So, to that great person, Tarave, for the tree, Namaha astu. My salutations are for that tree, which is like a great person, noble person, because noble people never keep anything for themselves. They sacrifice. Trees also, all the goodness that they have, they give it for others and make others' life happy. So the poet says, Vadanya Gurave Tarave Namostu. I salute to that tree. So here if you see the Sandhi, Chanya Sukhasya, Cha plus Anya Sukhaha, Gharmaha Tapaha, no down, heat, Kusumam Pushpam, I hope already you have written, Dhatte Dharati, to carry. One more, Vadanyaha, Shresthaha, great. Namostu, hope already you have written, Namaha plus Astu. So the whole lesson talks about greatness of tree.